Saturday committee that they had in Oakland, California, the California Reparations Task Force. People were kicking up dust up in the audience, whooping and barking. Come outside. 200 million per person. Now the governor says he does not think that cash payouts are the best option. He's totally turned things around. He's walked back what he said prior to November when people reelected him when I was on my California road trip. Folks, are we giving smoke to foundational Black Americans tonight? Did they drop the bag? That's my question. Yvette Carnell from ANOS is up on Twitter. She was up on Twitter earlier. Pulled out the strap on niggas. Strappy. Going 10 toes down. Has Tone talks. He's been talking greasy yet. Let's get down. And let me just say earlier, rock the algorithm. Okay, it's Wednesday. We have no choice. Trolling on deck. Let's go. Also, folks, supposedly, I can't say for certain, supposedly, somebody who works at the Cali Red Snoop Dogg 19 Crimes 1, supposedly they're sending me a case. Supposedly. I'll keep you posted. Okay. That's our top story. I'm going to put some things on the screen so you can see this story is everywhere. Governor Newsom is declining now to endorse or support, cash payouts. Last week we did a show, I forget which one it was, and I questioned who was that stood up and said 200 million is owed per person. What the fuck? 200 million? I thought that was insane, and clearly other people have now said, yeah, that was insane. And then was that the straw that broke the camel's back? Why did the governor say yesterday he does not support this any longer? Let me just read something to you here because he has, again, walked it back, and there are other sources that have come out today that says, no, that's not really what he meant. He wants to see the final report from the California Reparations Task Force. Matter of fact, let me put something on the screen. These are you out there. I need some help tonight. Hold on a second. I want you guys to see what I see, or what I saw earlier, with regards to payouts. Let me make sure this audio is working when I put this on the screen. Deeds, testing. How's that audio? This is from DailyMail.com. California Governor Gavin Newsom does not endorse 1.2 million reparations check, claiming slavery's legacy is about more than cash payments. Instead, pledging systematic changes like equity in housing, education, and health care. Deeds says the audio is good. Thank you, Deeds. So there you have it, folks. That's just one source. I've got others. Let me see if I can put some of these others on the screen because I want us to have a healthy conversation. I have been trying to find people today. Gene Richmond, where are you? Number 9. Let's go. Called you, text you. Tell that boy you have to call him to the Star Report, goddamn. Let's go. Hold on a second. Oh, man. Governor, who was once, an ally, is now saying, no, that's not the best way to go anymore. Okay, on the screen, you see that? Fox News, of course. Yahoo News. KRCR. Second, let me just keep scrolling these up. And of course, the New York Post. I've also got the Washington Examiner. Governor is now no longer in support of reparations payments, African American descendants of slavery, or whatever you want to classify yourself as. Whatever you want to say you are, here in the good old US of A. Okay. So that's my main story this evening. And I'm just going to ask you a question again. Did foundational Black Americans fumble the bag. Florida Boy Jay, I want to talk to you. Where's Aaron? Is Aaron tapping in tonight? Randy, I'd love to hear from Randy. Possibly Rory. Is that Aaron on the line? Hold on a second. Who's in there earlier? Hold on. Wait a minute. Is that Aaron 202 on the line early?
No, this is Crown from DC, the only 202 that matters.
Okay. Sit tight. I'll be right there. Sit tight. It's Crown on hold. Okay. We're going to have ourselves a healthy discussion this evening. Also, my showrunner, what do your demons see in you? Question I asked myself earlier. Okay. Now, please listen carefully. Not what do your demons want from you. Not do your demons want to kill you, because truthfully, a lot of demons, and demons are real. Demons to me are in the flesh. I'm not talking about mystical, back in the days, cast out of the heavens. No. The demons that are amongst us, especially family, close friends. Are you a female? Did you give birth to a demon? Fellas, are you married to a demon? Is your daughter coming up and you realize she's a demon? What do your demons see in you? Now, I'd like for you, folks, before we get into that conversation, because that's going to be a little deep, give yourselves credit. If you subscribe to the theory of God, that's fine, but tonight, please don't just, make references to the Bible and, my Lord and Savior. I'm asking you to give yourselves credit. What is it about you that's unique? Do you have a certain way to handle business? Are you self-motivated? Are you great at code switching on the phone? That's a unique quality. Do people who are close to you, demons, see you doing this? Can you close a deal? Oh, are you a deal closer? This question here, I've never asked this before on one of my shows of the decades. What do your demons see in you? Why are they your demons? They don't want to kill you. They're like parasites. They watch you. Oh, my demons watch me every night. Every night. My demons hate the fact that here I am, 59 years of age. I don't have too much gray, just a little bit. I work out, I have options. I've got assets, hidden, but I've got assets, What do your demons see in you, okay? Crown, sit tight, you're up next. I just want to lay this out before we get into the meat and potatoes of the show. I think Dana's live. Troll Babies, good evening. Is Dana with the data live? Number 9, where are you? Did FBA fumble the bag? What really took place Saturday out there in Oakland, California? People in the audience, something happened. Tyreek Nasheed, Tyreek, we're gonna have to put your name in the equation tonight, homie. We're gonna have to. There's no way around it. What was he and some other guy whooping and barking about, and somebody talking about security. Well, why do you need security? Why do foundational black Americans always need security? Crown, I'm on one. Do not make excuses. The governor of California no longer supports cash payouts. Are you there, sir? Crown from D.C.
Yeah, I'm right here. Let's get to it. Listen, he's one governor, and his term will be up soon. So we'll get at the next governor. This is just a fork in the road, a bump in the road. This is nothing to break our spirits. We got a chance to get to numbers. We got them to talk numbers, millions, billions, and trillions. That's the point. This is a win for us. Just because one governor knock us off, that don't mean nothing. We don't get back up and keep punching. This ain't nothing. And Yvette Carnell, she's a clown. Where was she at? We didn't see her up there. We want to talk to Rita. We didn't see her up there now. One bit, and she don't have no influence. Just because she's a leader of an organization, ADOS, those idiots, that don't mean nothing. They're inconsequential to our movement, foundational foundational black Americans. Stay over there and mind your business. This ain't got nothing to do with you. Bring the smoke, because we ready for it.
Okay, now let me ask you, Crown, because you are a supporter. I respect your position, your opinions. What was the ruckus about Saturday with Tariq Nasheed and whoever that was? What was that about? Why did it go to that extent? What was that about?
Well, I can't speak for Tariq Nasheed, but I did hear his response about what happened, and he said that it was something to do with some agents up there trying to provoke something, and that's nothing new. But we trying to make a move, like always. There's always some agents in the crowd trying to provoke. Just like what's the dude from B-More when we had our reparations rally in November the 5th, trying to come through there and bust through the crowd. Now we're gonna handle our business first, and we're gonna get to you after this. We have to learn to handle business and not be distracted easily, and we're learning to do that. But all in all, we're not focused on these agents as much as they are focused on us. We know how to handle our business and get
Crown, this is the Star Report. This is the objective perspective.
Yeah.
I hate to even put this out there because you know I've supported the man. I'm not calling him this, but some people would say, matter of fact, you know what? Yvette Carnell said he's an agent of chaos. Everything was good until he shows up. Can you speak to that, please?
I see her tweet, and what does she mean by everything was good? What's good how? We still under a system of white supremacy. Gavin Newsom talking about he wants to do equality and all. We done with equality. We want equity. White people are equal to us. If that's the case, then
no, Crown, I'm asking you to respond to Yvette Carnell calling Tariq Nasheed an agent of chaos. The talks, and let's keep it real, were productive, progressive. And I'm not calling him that. I support the man, even though we don't share a lot of the same ideologies and or philosophies. I spoke to the man years ago. She called him an agent of chaos. Speak to that. Is she false? Delusional? Speak to that.
She's a clown still living in her mama's basement. She ain't got nothing to do with what we got. She can do all the name calling she wants to. Strappy, tone ticks, all of them. They can do all that clown shit they want to. They ain't made not one move forward for black people in America. Simple and plain. What has she done? Call names, that's it? We really gonna sit here and talk about people calling names. How about you step up to the plate, show your face in a group of people, whether it be the opposition or not, and say, listen, man, we need our payments, we need our equity, we need our land back, and other resources that y'all stole from us, simple and plain. And again, Gavin Newsom, you will be out of there soon. You have a term limit.
Well, hang on a second, Crown. You know, I enjoy speaking to you, and I want you to have the final word. Gavin Newsom, I'm looking right now, he was just re-elected, last elected, November the 8th, 2022, so he's going to be there for a couple of more years. He ain't getting out next year. He has done a total about face. I've got so many sources here. I've even got Yahoo News. I've got The Hill. Let me just read what he said. Hold on a second, because it's imperative for what we're speaking about. And I don't even want to read from CNN. He says, hold on, has come out again. There were better ways to allocate funds by way of systematic inequity other than cash handouts. And today, which is Wednesday, he's trying to soften the impact of what he said. But now, did he play a shell game? Did the old Harlem shell game before the re-election? Can you guess where the ball is? And put the shell back down, and people, yeah, right, and then they went and voted? Did he play a shell game?
I wouldn't be surprised. He's a politician. That's part of their game. He's not talking. I don't hear him speaking about getting these black homeless people out of the streets of California. I don't hear him speaking about giving us our money and things that we are owed and our resources. That's what matters. Education, you can waste $40,000 a year on education just to figure out the fourth year. You didn't really want to do what you wanted to do. So the education, healthcare talk is out the window. Democrats and Republicans, they've been talking that for the longest. We need tangible resources. Forget Tariq Nasheed. Let's talk about foundational black Americans as a group in America. Oh, and for the last word, before I get out, I did tell Number 9 to hit you up, so yeah, but I'm out here.
Yeah, Gene Richmond, get that boy off your lap and call him.
Run, honey, run, girl.
All right, Crown, I want to make sure I give you the last word. And again, I support Tariq Nasheed King Flex. I see him out there pushing the drop top Bentley. hate him, this is nothing. But we cannot take we cannot take his name out of the conversation tonight. There's no way to go around it. I'm going to be respectful, but hey man, it's off the table now. Did you get your last word? Or make sure.
No, listen, it's not off the table. Foundational Black Americans as a group, as a lineage, we're going to continue to push, regardless if Gavin Newsom there or whomever. This gives us enough time to get on code with more people and like-minded people. So, respect to you, Star, for bringing this to
yes,
attention.
Thank
like
you.
I said, I told number nine to call in, and I just donated. So, I'm ready to continue the rest of the show.
Thank
Peace
you.
out. Peace
Yes,
out.
sir. Peace. Okay. Okay. Foundational Black Americans tap in. Brock, the algorithm. Did they fumble the bag? Did they drop the ball? Yvette Carnell going 10 toes down. Number 9. Who's texting me? Goddamn. Oh, on the block with Jen. Okay, Jen says she's live, but don't close out the show without me. Ooh, on the block with Jen, talking spicy. Dana with the data. I thought you were live earlier, Dana. What's going on? I'm on one. I thought you were live.
I know you were on one. I said, let me call her early.
What's cracking?
Because I gotta tune down to YouTube now and watch Yvette those darts on Tyreek again. But yeah, I'm gonna admit it. Black people fumbled the bag up in California. They fumbled the bag because Gavin Newsom did a complete 360 because he was all fine and dandy up until yesterday, and it's just so.
And he was doing that granny with niggas back in November. Right? Never mind. He was supporting the Black Americans and ADOS back in November when I was in California driving with the goddamn RV. I said, oh shit, I started looking for apartments in Calabasas. Niggas had me fooled. Go ahead.
He got reelected, so after he got reelected, now you see the true colors. And again, black people voting for quote unquote Democrats. Okay, you for us, we believe you. So, and then on top of that, the NAACP probably nailed the coffin. Put the nail in the coffin when they rejected the $5 million in San Francisco. So he probably was following the NAACP lead. So again, it's a lot of things to unpack, but at the end of the day, black people fumbled the bag in California, basically. Because you went, this is like 2 years ago.
Foundational Black Americans, Dana, call it what it is. That's what most of the people who got up on the microphone speaking, they were saying, family, let's be clear, this is lineage based. I'm sitting there, let's go, family. Yeah, 5 on the black hand side. Let's go. Let's get to it. And then whammo, yesterday. Go ahead.
Right, and let me just be clear. Specifically for cash handout. Now, everything else kind of is like on the table, and you may want to negotiate that, but having cash handout, that's completely off the table, and that may follow throughout the nation. One of the reasons why you're not going to get cash handouts, they didn't even have a registry of actual names of descendants in California who will be all payment. That will actually help with the research if you're going to the government for a specific cash handout. You have to have names registered.
Okay.
But guess who's going to give reparations to California?
Anybody but FBA. Asians, East Indians, any goddamn body. Go ahead.
New York Times just the Mexicans / Latinos who were removed from the Dodger Stadium, they are requesting reparations for the people who were removed.
Viva Mexico!
And they're going to get it because they have the numbers, they know how to organize, they know how to work the political system, and I'm pretty sure those people's names are registered somewhere, so you can actually say, okay, yeah, you were here, you get this amount, so yes, they are asking for reparations.
Okay, thank you, Dana, for the call. I'm on one. I And keep it moving. Thank you, Dan. Thank
Yeah,
you.
I'm about to go watch that. All right.
Okay.
Have a
Okay,
good one.
thank you. Whew. Whew, child. Whew, child. This is messy. Why aren't my phones lit up from Foundational Black Americans? Are you not up to speed? Never mind George Santos being arrested, 13 counts of fraud, wiretapping. Never mind that little bone smuggler. California governor has said, nah, we ain't doing this. Hold on a second, get an email. Let's get this. Okay, DBJ, I got your email, sir. Thank you for tapping in. Okay, Crown sent that donation. Thank you, Crown. Salute, salute, salute. Folks, what do your demons see in you? You don't have to just talk about reparations tonight. You can call in. That's more so an early afternoon discussion when I do my research shows and I'm, sipping that coffee in the mornings. What do your demons see in you? There's a reason why people latch on to you. Are you a mover? Are you a shaker? Are you a deal closer? Oh! Say what you want about Troy Terrain, a.k.a. Ali Kwan, a.k.a. Angel, a.k.a. Julito. But I've been a deal closer ever since I moved to New York. People hate that about me. They hate that I'm a closer. And my demons stay close to me because they know I'm going to close a deal, as I do. Most of the deals I close, I don't even mention, openly, because, I'm from that old school, and we still live by the moniker, quiet money is the best money. Area code 201. Good evening. No more talks of cash payments in California. Are you up to speed? 201.
Peace, Sergeant Rob Lowe 2000. How you doing?
Rob Lowe, good to hear from you, sir. I got your donations the other night. I couldn't read every one, but I appreciate you, man. Where do you want to start?
The most important thing is that you got the donation.
Yes, sir.
The messages, those are just jokes.
Okay.
But we can start with the reparations.
Please.
Well, first of all, the reparations thing is a much bigger thing than what people are lending an ear to. They're not paying attention. This is something much bigger than a local part of the government, like a governor or a mayor, trying to sign off on something to give black people reparations. Reparations, you have to go to the world stage. There's other countries that are involved in this that have created their entire financial economic block. You gotta go to Spain, you gotta go to Africa, you gotta go, you even, to some degree, you might even have to go to some of those Caribbean islands where slaves went to, down there in South America, Panama, built the Panama.
Rob Lowe, I have to interject, sir. I have to. We are going to stay so focused tonight. We ain't talking about Africa tonight. No, Rob, we ain't talking about Africa tonight. We ain't talking about those gangster-ass Africans. They've already told you and us, come on back, come on home and bring some money with you. We're talking about the governor of California who said yesterday there's other ways to deal with reparations other than cash payments. He has now declined that conversation and shifted gears. That's who we are, Rob Lowe.
Very simple explanation. He got a phone call. Are you out of your mind? Are you crazy? If you do that, that's going to start an avalanche. Then other places are going to want to do it. That's all it was. He probably is down to give reparations, but he got the phone call.
Okay.
He got to play ball.
Okay.
Come on, man. They'll assassinate him. If he signed over that money for the and all of that stuff, man. Because see, look,
Rob, your phone's going in and out. Can you make the adjustments? I want to hear you, sir. Can you come a little closer? Do something. Yeah. I know you're pushing the Maybach. I And then you got the digital dashboard. I know who I'm talking to.
No, he got a phone.
Get a phone call.
He got a phone call. That's all it was. He got a phone call, and he had to answer to somebody just like the rest of them do.
Right.
For him to have signed off on that, probably would have been a death warrant for him.
Okay.
It probably would have been a death warrant as far as funds for California.
Right.
All of that.
Okay.
They would have shut them down.
Got you.
Wasn't it California that gave the Chinese that money when they put them in concentration camps?
Oh yeah.
Back in the
Oh yes. Over the railroads.
Right.
Yes.
Right.
Yes.
So what are we really talking about? What are we talking about? What we're talking about is non-organization. We are not organized.
Okay.
We have no power. Ain't nobody, just because Tariq Nasheed, and he's a good brother, salute, hat off to him, but you cannot do this alone.
Yeah.
You need everybody
Allies.
down for this.
Allies.
That's right. You have to find your allies. Who's your allies? You have to find people that have similar interests in what you're talking about.
Yeah.
We do none of that.
Right.
We do none of that. Yo, when they first heard about, we getting some money, niggas was dancing in the street, and they ain't even get the money yet. Nothing was signed off on. See, they look at that.
200 million per person. Well, listen, I truly think that when that was said, that's when he got the phone call. Whoa. That was crazy, Rob Lowe. Finish up, you got 20
See,
seconds.
and
Finish up.
it's putting the burden on the wrong people.
Yeah.
They're putting the burden of, if there was a cash payout, on taxpayers.
Yeah.
That's the wrong, when the Jews did it, they didn't do that. They didn't do any of that. They probably printed up that money and handed that money to them.
Okay.
Where are we?
Thank you, Rob Lowe. I appreciate you,
Can I
man.
just say one, can I comment on the demons real quick?
Yeah. Now, I'm not trying to put your business out there, but you have manifested, you upgraded, so on and so forth. I know your swag, I know your steez. You've got demons. They watch you because you're a mover and a shaker. Yes.
All the goddamn time.
Right.
And I'm in a constant conflict with them. But I have to be, it's hard to be a better person, but it's possible to be a better person. And that gives me hope of a better day.
Okay.
The demons, it has to do with the women, it has to do with the money, it has to do with the lower frequency,
Okay.
it has to do with the things that you'll settle for, it has to do with the things that you want, not necessarily the things that you need.
Okay. Good to talk to you, Rob. Thank you for your support as always. Thank you. Yes, sir. Guys, that's one of my new sponsors. Please go there, check them out. Okay, youtube.com/@Dean29. Sit down on the phones, folks. I see you. Devious J, okay. Okay, he sent me his IG link. Thank you, Devious J. I will get to that. Benny, I got your donation. Star, the demons are on shot97.com. That's a whole fact. And the traffic is lovely. We just hired somebody to do SEO, of search engine optimization. The traffic is at a nice, steady pace. We're adding 25 new songs this weekend. We're gonna take out 10. If you have been listening, and we're also gonna move the station sweepers out every 6 songs. We started out every 3, then every 4, then every 5, and we're gonna move them out to every 6. Thank you for your donation, Benny. Okay. Blade says Newman's Jew handlers called him and said, "Fuck out of here." Blade, I'm on that type of time tonight. Okay, we can see the following links he does. Okay, you want me to put this in the live chat? Blade always going in on the small hats. Blade, are you in that live chat? You should have a goddamn wrench. For real. Okay, whatever that is, I'll get back to that. Somebody sent me a crazy video earlier. Pardon me, I your name. Was it the cop? Did I speak about that? Troll babies, the special cop who got beat up by the tall, high yellow nigga in the slides. Oh, the check-in report. That was you. Thank you, sir. The check-in report. You see, I get your emails, folks. Just because I don't respond all the time, it doesn't mean I don't appreciate you. Did you guys see the special cop? Where was that? Huh? The tall, high yellow nigga. He's whooping and barking something over the goddamn the food, fast food. The older cop grabbed the gun. Oh shit! And then the tall nigga in the slides with the callus on his feet was horrible. He kept whooping and barking, and then the cop pushed him. Oh Jesus! And salute to the mammy who's in the background. Don't do that. Don't do. She's holding the phone. Don't do that. Don't do that. Her voice was so fucking irritating. But it was a beautiful video. Thank you. Check your report. I got that. 213. Are you calling in from California? 213 Wednesday night. Are you there?
Hey,
Yes.
what's going on? How you doing, man?
Yeah.
Sir, I'm moving fast. I'm sipping that Cali Red Cusco wine.
I see
The
something. Get your
governor in
bitch ass up out of
California
here,
has
man.
said, fuck out of here with
Fuck
cash
outta here.
payments. It's cracking.
Hey, I'm out in Cali, but man, let me tell you, they definitely wasn't gonna give us that check, man. You should already know that.
I disagree, sir. No, sir, I disagree. I think, and let's not do that whole, they were never going to do it. They were talking till you had people talking about 200 million per person. They were entertaining it. Did foundational black Americans fumble the bag, objectively speaking?
Yeah, they definitely fumbled the bag, man. You know, Tariq, he seemed cool and all, but anytime he get involved in something, he just drama. It's just something going on. Every time he show up, it's just something funny going on. You know what I mean? And that's no offense to him, but
No offense,
it get real,
No offense.
things get real funny. It get real funny when he show up. You know what I mean? Just out of nowhere.
Yvette Carnell has now pulled out the strap. Where's Tone Tits? Huh?
Hey, that's real.
It's cracking, nigga.
Hey, I wanted to talk to him about
Sir, fix your phone. Sir, come closer to the phone. Where are you? Why is your phone going out? What's going on, man? Fix your phone, man.
you know, you hear me?
There you go. What's cracking? Let's go, man. Come on, I'm on demon time. Let's go, nigga.
Hey.
What's cracking?
Hey, let's get it. Hey, first off, the people who put the Beats by Dre on the dude at McDonald's, the cop at McDonald's, to go in on him, he definitely deserved it.
Where did that happen? I still don't know. I got the email from the check-in report. Where did that happen?
Hey, you think what happened?
Where?
I don't know where is that.
Let's get you out of here, folks. Please don't play me tonight. Come on now. Can I get an FBA hater on that line tonight? An FBA, a Cash App or PayPal hater. Where is Aaron? Where's Porter Boy Day? Where's Randy? Number 9, Rory. Was John Wayne right once upon a time? Kids, I'm so old, I remember John Wayne back in 1971 in an interview. John Wayne said, I believe in white supremacy until the blacks are educated to a point of responsibility. John Wayne said that. I used to watch John Wayne movies as a kid. Huh? Until the blacks are educated to a point of responsibility. Getting up in the goddamn reparations committee meeting Saturday. Did they fumble the bag? Let me go to the best source and the best barometer of this conversation. Troll babies, did they fumble the bag? You had the fucking governor holding you down. Governor holding you down. Niggas get out there and doing too much, and all of a sudden, nah, not gonna happen. What happened? Shad, 1419 got your donation. He says Tariq pulled up in his Rolls Royce, and the governor said, nah, they good. There is no person here. No, he pushes a Bentley, like myself. Drop top. King Flex, I'll fuck with you, my nigga, but please don't do it like that, please. With all due respect, you know, take it from old nigga Star.
What up, Terrell?
Down here with the fucking AR-15, 90 rounds. You know?
What's going on, bro?
With the AR-15 in the backseat. You can't ride around like that, my nigga. You can't. You know, especially out there in gangland. Woo, child. Hold on a second. Area code 252. Good evening, 252.
Thank you for calling.
Yes, sir. Who am I speaking to?
My name is Russell, calling from Durham, North Carolina.
Okay. I don't see a donation attached to your number, sir. Your first time call. Where's your donation? I'm talking crazy.
No, I've donated before. Hello?
Yeah, I'm listening. Yeah, okay. It's cracking.
Yeah, I've donated before. This I have to change my number. I just had called in probably a while, but I was seeing if I could get on the line about the reparations
Yeah,
and
come on, let's go. I'm here to talk, big
I
nigga. Let's
think
go.
FDA, I'm FDA, the FDA, they dropped the bag.
Woo, yeah, let's go. Come on.
They dropped the bag. It was a whole bunch of moving pieces that they didn't have in place. One, they didn't have any documentation of how the state was actually going to pay the money, who was going to get the money, how it was going to be divided. There was no organization on the state level that actually really needed allies. What FDA is trying to isolate themselves for Foundation of Black Americans. Actually, I think they probably should bring in the Hispanics, because if we bring in the Hispanics, maybe we may have to split that bag, but at least we'll get a bag versus not getting the bag. Tariq Nasheed, my man, 50 grand, but
My man.
50 grand, but it's the difference between having influence on the internet and having real political influence. Like, I think there's a whole lot more work that needs to be done, and we're at the point now where they're sort of flushing out the population. In another 50 years, there may not be anyone alive that drank from separate water fountains. So it's like they're not taking the slavery piece seriously. Are they going to take the civil rights Jim Crow piece seriously? Because
Now, hang on a second, sir. Are you really foundational Black American? Because, you know, every time somebody calls in claiming that, then you got a bunch of people say, oh, no, that's an agent, yada, yada. You're FBA? Yes?
Yeah, my family's from, my mom's from North Carolina. My father's side from a place in New Jersey called Vauxhall, New Jersey.
Yeah, I know Vauxhall. Damn.
Yeah.
You FBA for real, for real. Okay, so.
Yeah, my family's, like I said, I grew up in North Carolina, but my mom's side of the family was in North Carolina, and my dad's side was from a place in
Your family was selling heroin back in the 70s. Hang on a second.
Ain't no telling, there's some wild ones on that end of the family.
Yeah.
Live up in like Irvington.
Yeah, I know Vauxhall. And then hang on a second. Hang on. So now, so the governor now, as of yesterday, he released a statement saying no, he doesn't support that. You know, slavery's legacy is about more than cash payments, according to DailyMail.com. Instead of pledging money, systematic changes like equity in housing, education, and health care are more realistic. Your thoughts on that, sir?
I think that is the governor just sort of buying time. He doesn't really
Waypoint, what up?
come out and flat out say you're not getting anything.
Right.
Today.
And also maybe FDA, we have to explore those options. If you're not going to give us the cash option, okay, what are you talking about as far as equity in housing? Are you going to give us tax relief? I mean, what do you actually say at this table? I just hate that the ball was dropped And I also think that California didn't think it was going to get that far. Usually when they start talking reparations, they always say, oh, we'll do a study, we'll do this and we do this. I think it went
Exploratory committee.
so they had to nip it in the bud.
Yeah. Well, listen, man, let me just say for the record, I fully support reparations. I want my half. You know, my mother's family is from Naples in Italy. I've been to Naples twice. But, you know, hey, I want what's due. I want what's due. So I'm not just sitting back, you know, hating from the sideline. I was really, looking at the conversation in California and saying, wow, I mean, should I move out here? I was out there in November, in case you don't know. Took a long-ass road trip from Seattle down to San Diego. You know, I'm looking at apartments in goddamn Long Beach and other places. And now I ain't moving out there now. But go ahead and finish it. You have to go ahead.
I think the FBA or the reparations movement is going to have to move from slavery, and we're going to have to push the timeline up to civil rights, because there was the GI Bill that black people didn't have access to, redlining, Jim Crow segregation. We're going to have to move the timeline up, and then that'll sort of give us a little more footing for reparations, something that's more tangible, something more that's visible. There are people that are alive that push legislation for segregation, Jim Crow, redlining, where we didn't get access to loans for businesses and houses and things like that. So I think they're going to move the timeline up. I think California, they dropped the ball there. I saw a video of Tyreek was almost getting into a scuffle with somebody online.
In the audience, we all saw that, you know. Come outside,
That wasn't a good look, because it was just like that led the Hispanics gonna have to come in and show us how to do it.
Yeah. Okay. Hey man, thank you for the call. Have a great evening. Thank you. Let's get that
You
donation
too, man.
in.
Hey.
Get that donation. Stop playing. Stop playing, goddamn. I does work. It's work. It's work. Paperworkparty.org on the screen, folks. On my sponsor.
I put the matter in the air. What was that? Yesterday, day before yesterday. So both of y'all, neither of y'all spoke on the matter, so
From DeBruck, I got your donation. I'm
all
listening.
good.
Thank you, sir.
Keep your stance.
Why isn't my phone line lit up with FBA? ADOS
I'm
people,
listening.
You want to talk that talk?
To him on the matter. There was a whole matter Saturday about it.
Got it throughed up. Still on and popping, you know, just
So
we have to
That's where I'm
reorganize
at
and get
with it.
things,
And,
get things right.
outright.
Don't need that. Don't need something. TJ got
I'm
your
not
donation.
pleased with the results.
So the question is, the American government using
Because apparently, in short, there was a conversation, things were being taken seriously.
Thank you.
But apparently, the representatives, people representing the idea, if you will, the move to make it happen, whatever, from what I'm gathering,
Uh-oh.
were asking astronomical numbers, which
Wednesday evening.
doesn't make sense. 200 million for per every slave descendant. That's not even fucking
Do you know what's going on?
logical.
The California governor has said, nah, after thinking about this, cash payments are
He curved them. He curved them quick. They went through that whole trial and tribulation.
Getting some of the
And the whole year,
reparations.
2 years.
Let's go.
And at the end, he just curved them.
Let's go.
Now you blacks ain't getting nothing. Black you ain't getting nothing.
The other day I asked y'all both pertaining to the Levi's and Hanes and Fruit of Loom and the cotton companies of this country, if whether or not they should be
I will say this.
held responsible in some way, you know what I mean? Or if they should be audited and checked, surveyed to see where the fuck all their gain came from. Since, remember, the commercial came on TV that Levi's was celebrating 150 years. It just hit me like, boom, okay, take back 150 years. What was the fucking temperature of the day? So, you know, people question has always came up on this matter. And I know it's a sensitive matter, but it's a matter that has to be dealt with anyway and approached regardless. So, but people, since I've been delving in it, people always ask, I always find myself up against the question of where, and you just said it there too, where would you get the money from? Where would you get the funds from? Who would be culpable to bring in for payments and what have you? You know, countries, companies. So I feel that we both took a stance of silence because there was no response to what I said. Y'all spoke straight around it and went to baseball. Both of you. Which is cool. If you don't want to talk about it, it's fine. I'm not going to force the conversation.
That's how games that they are with it. Now hang on a second, Rory, are you up to speed? Rory, did you see any videos, or are you just getting this news from me? Where you, what is your source?
My source is the truth. I saw the headline of your show.
Okay.
I'm calling in.
Okay.
And my source is, everything I say is factual.
No, I understand that, but I'm saying, are you hearing this from me? Because this story is somewhat sort of being suppressed. I mean, it's on multiple platforms, but it's not like the main trending topic. Who's asking?
Oh, no, yeah, I have heard of it. I read it before
The Star Report is your source. Star
no.
Report is your source, man.
Well, I'm not surprised that the mainstream media is burying the story. I'm not surprised. Why? Because without black votes in California, Gavin Newsom would have never got in, right? Without the black vote in New York City, Mayor Adams would have never got in.
Right.
But as soon as they got in, they played FBA. They played their base, right? In LA.
In case you don't know, Rory, Governor Gavin Newsom was reelected November the 8th, 2022. Reelected. So he was talking that hot shit back in November when I was in Cali. Damn near had me going for the flim, and now here, you know. Or man, he's saying, nah, thought about it, it's not the way to move.
Right. This is that. He's the prototype of the white people who lie to black people and do nothing for them, and they fall for it for the last 50 years. He's the nephew of Nancy Pelosi.
Ooh.
This guy never spent a day in his life around black people.
Right.
He lived in California. He was California dreaming. Beach boy. A beach boy motherfucker.
Yeah.
With
He
millions.
went to Santa Clara University, class of '89.
Here you go.
Santa Clara.
Here you
Yeah.
go, son. And the reason that the black vote doesn't go to the other side is because you have a lot of blue-collar white Americans who speak freely and speak their mind, right? Instead of placating to FBA. So you
No need to get defensive. I wasn't being offensive. I just figured since neither one of you said anything, your stance was of you didn't want to talk about it. So, whatever. You could have wrote just what you wrote right now.
Okay. Listen, Rory, I thank you for calling in. Rory,
All good, though.
my showrunner, maybe you can add to this.
Again,
What do your demons
Again.
see in you? It's not
I know.
a trending topic, I'm just
sure
asking
you know, and he
because,
knows, and we know.
Often people don't
It's a sensitive
give themselves
topic.
credit for being
Sensitive
unique
matter.
or good or great at something, and when they have this false thinking that
I've never.
yada yada yada.
No,
Really
I have.
feeding
There's been
demons.
topics I'll stay away from. There's been shit I'll stay away from. But as of late, I kind of challenged that a bit. So, being that we've always been universal, open, and coexisting, us, our collection of community, figure I put on the table.
I'm a free spirit, man. I don't give a
Just
F.
hear opinions.
And, I'm not following no trends. You know what I'm saying?
You're talking about a different type
So.
of demon,
Think
Lord.
a certain way. I'm not gonna think a certain way.
Well, you're talking about a different type of demon.
I didn't
Thank
take
you
any
for calling in.
offense.
I
Surely, I didn't
appreciate
take any
it.
offense. I was just like, oh, okay, I guess. they're not gonna say anything about it. All right, cool. I don't know. Maybe you got different thoughts. You
The
know.
demon discussion is not a.
Or as you just said,
I'm gonna switch it up. Give me a second. I'll find something else.
maybe it was too big of a matter to put in small sentences.
I get you more relaxed.
You were driving. All right.
Somebody sent a donation. Oh, that was a.
I don't know too many times when you're not driving, but all right.
Oh, wow.
It's okay, man.
Let's see it. I missed it. Hey guys, if I miss your
I just noticed that. I remember that. I was like,
saying,
oh,
okay.
that was a little different. Because I was like, yo, what's up with this? Boom, 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 boom. What do you guys think about this?
Okay.
You know, do you think? I mean, am I off on a tangent? Am I wrong? Or, you know, whatever. No, not them. What, you know, anything. There was nothing. There was nothing. There was nothing.
Like us. They don't want to kill us and they don't want us to die. They are literally parasites to people like
That's what I mean.
ourselves.
I'm not a dentist. I ain't here to pull teeth.
That's a unique quality, man, that you can close deals. I mean, most of the things I've done in the world of media, I close the deals.
It just happens to be an actual
In the Source magazine because I was
current event, occurrence that's taking place something
my friend
within our
Dave Mays in
our lives.
1994. I got started on Buckwild on Manhattan Neighborhood Network Public Access. I closed that deal.
One of my teachers told me I'd never see a black president in my lifetime. He was wrong.
Here, hosting the Beat Suite. 5 days a week, I closed that deal.
I've heard plenty of times, I'll never get
They were
reparations.
looking at Nas or Heavy D to host that show, and they were talking about writers. I said,
Yeah,
"Writers,
yeah.
I can write everything. Let's do this now. What do we
At
sign?
least it's on some sort of table, but what he's covering
Hot 97, I closed that
is
deal.
that Saturday they had that meeting and it all got botched.
Sorry for the rant for a second. Russell, I got your donation. Thank you, sir. You are appreciated.
And I didn't even know about the meeting of Saturday or any shit. I ain't been following along. I don't consider myself FBA. None of that.
Okay, from Turks and
I've been thinking about fucking reparations before it became trendy.
What was the name of the guy? He was he the president or some type of high.
I haven't seen him in a moment. He was here not too long ago, but
Lisa Ray. She was like the first
Adam and I, Alexander and I started that conversation a year to 2 years ago. Sat here and did the math, the numbers, all sorts of shit. By the way, he's a white guy from the 50s.
Whoa! Where the fuck have you been, man? I've been texting you. It's cracking, man.
So,
I've been out of commission. I just got back and opened up my phone and found these missed calls and text
Let's
messages.
go, man.
as always, as always,
No, I don't agree with
conversations
cash,
to,
payments,
for the mind.
reparations. A total about face. Are you up to speed?
Because I don't ever want to be misconstrued as an insider of sorts or a threat to a homeland threat.
To the proposed initiative in California.
I'm not in here saying, oh, you guys are white? Oh, don't talk to me.
Over $200 million
Right.
reparation payment.
That was the straw that broke the camel's back.
I mean,
Whoa, come on.
So, but bottom line, yeah, you think no?
They initially were talking about
Me too.
$2.5 million, but of course, the FEA Negroes got greedy.
I didn't think we were gonna get it.
And so they were talking an extra.
Do I think we deserve it? Fuck yeah. Do I think we should get it? Hell yeah.
We're only one.
Do I believe we're owed something? Yes. Do I believe they'll ever pay up? No. I haven't. I believe it when I fucking see it.
What is
I'm saying foundational black Americans dropped, fumbled the bag. I'm saying that. What say you? You don't have to agree with me. What I'm saying.
well, I mean,
They let people come to the table so that they could fucking
That is economically unfeasible for a state to supply
clown them.
a group of people with $200 million. That is economically.
No. Individually.
Check this shit.
That's individually.
I don't fucking need.
Individually, that's absurd.
to explain to people that owe you how to pay you.
That's a lot more feasible.
Well, how are we gonna go about? How would you propose? Yeah, they're asking all those questions because they know overall motherfuckers are stupid to that, and just ramped up off the fact of, no, we've been wrong. We want. That's it. It's that fucking simple. The system of payment, who gets paid, how much, who owes, where's the money coming from. America can figure that out too. Figured everything else out. No? So it's a fucking joke. It's a political laugh in the community face. It's just a little bit more forward this time because they actually had the conversation. Remember before, 2-3 years ago, just wanted to get it on the table on some grand platform. They just had it.
And in case you don't know, he has pleaded not guilty. He's got 13
Everyone wrong.
13
Everyone wrong
Now
deserves
that
justice.
story is really more dominant than the
There isn't a judge that wouldn't. There isn't a judge that would hear the case. Why not?
Gavin Newsom. You know, as of
That
yesterday,
death sentence.
back his support for
Someone took the payoff. I am all for it. A broken, corrupt, cesspool system entrusted to do the righteous.
What else do we need to put on the table here? Is there anything that you had time to research? I mean, I was calling you earlier. You were busy. I get it. Anything that we're missing here?
Well, here's another thing in regards to the reparations deal. You have people who are a part of the FDA lineage who are in opposition for it. I mean, Larry Elder was the political commentator. Larry Elder.
Yeah. You get people that are good. I'm good. Got the house, getaway house, vehicles for children in college, money in the bank. Got investments that are flourishing, and don't need reparations. No, and nor do they.
Reparations deal for decades now. So I think it's a pushback within the tribe or the group of people that to say, well, why would America pay reparations to people A who weren't slaves, and B to groups of people who didn't own slaves in this country, especially in a state like California. And I think that's the bigger contention. People, not everyone is in line with the reparations deal, and I think that has always been an issue of
Guess what?
problematic.
Just like the marijuana prohibition.
Your friend,
420 legalization, everybody fucking smiles across the fucking country. Huh? 50-50. Smoker, not fucking smoker. Let's turn that frown upside down. Colorado did it. 10 fucking 11 goddamn years. Half of this country is legalized now. Go suck a dirty giraffe dick. If it happens somewhere, it's prone to catch elsewhere.
And you also have, and if you want to get political, you also have a congressional black caucus who's made up of, I want to say, about 90% of African Americans who identify.
200 million to every
They're talking about diversity.
proven slave descendant.
I don't even think
That proven part has to be fucking visited. Tough. Who the fuck are we to believe that slave masters kept all their records and all records of all things and woody whoopty wadum boo? No. Fuck that. Fuck that. I'll find another way to prove that you're a descendant.
In regards to their agenda. So the question is, where do we go from here?
Hey Matt, thank you for finally calling in. I wanted to have this discussion with you. Back to the drawing board, I guess, for the California Reparations Task Force. I think I
wasn't with them, this task force that they speak of. I'm not a representative of it.
Again,
Not an agent of them at all. In fact, there's someone within our community that was talking about that, and when they started fucking talking about that, they were using it as a weapon in a way towards me and others. And it was like, well, oh, you're a different black guy? Oh, okay, hey, fuck it, it's cool. But
they lost me. Go finish up. You say number 9?
Well, they were talking about it on an economic level. Does this agenda have legs to stand on? And you know, like you said,
the matter
we're going up in
of
excess
its
of 200
of it
billion.
overall
One
needs to
state
be
cannot,
addressed and addressed properly.
Support that kind of,
I don't give a fuck if they decide to give 2 slices of cheese and a loaf of bread.
and an economic nightmare.
You know, you get
And
free
I
bread
don't
and
think
cheese for the
anybody
rest of
had
your
a
life.
plan B in regards
Something.
to the direction that they were going to take. If
Make a
this
fucking
agenda
move.
dictates.
Young MC, bust a
And
move.
at this
Do
point,
something.
everybody's stuck in limbo.
Tangible.
Where do you go now?
Thank you for tapping in. We'll catch up soon. Number 9.
That changes the fucking landscape.
Thank you.
That's it. That's it. Just fucking do it. Doing shit all the time to change the fucking landscape. Do something for the better ones.
Oh, okay. I see the full babies are at it.
Plantation Cemetery and DNA. How else could it be done? A lot of records were destroyed intentionally. I saw something the other fucking day.
Okay.
Oh my god.
Okay, Apollo, we don't deal with all
There was
this,
they had
Go fuck yourself.
a building. They had a court somewhere with the records of, and this is back then, as of to the slaves. There was being kept record of to who was to get what, the acre, the land, and who wop. KKK and them went down there and burned the whole motherfucker to the ground. So yeah, it's lost documents, lost info. The world will never know, but we know. So they no, unacceptable. Motherfucker, Adolf Hitler burned motherfuckers' records and was doing away with motherfuckers' cultures and their histories and all that shit, right? Right? And they put a stop to it, but he got some shit done. And guess what? They all got reparations. I don't hear about Jews that were left out, and I don't hear of this demographic of Jew that was left out of the fucking equation because Hitler burned their records, so it can't really prove, so it can't really give. You might be lying. Nah, I ain't never even fucking heard of that. It's preposterous. Same goes for the Indians. Natives.
Okay, this is from March the 26th. Article you sent, Lee. That's not.
Why should we be any exception?
Convey with regard to tonight's discussion.
Oh, because the hate for us is the most recent and stronger than the other two combined.
Got your donation.
The fuck out of here.
He says when the lights are out, a mouth is just a mouth.
They just didn't have gas chambers on the boats.
Hashtag sorry.
Where we talk about the hangings and beatings and how people were chained and thrown into the fucking ocean along the way.
The Star Chamber. Number 9 was the only person, for those who care, when DJ Elias and I started
No.
in the morning in Scranton. Well, Scranton, PA, and then we
But here we are,
moved down to one of my
centuries later, still just looking for a nickel.
Number 9 was always a consistent caller because
Be a
he
good boy.
actually became
Get all
a part of
irate.
my journey when I was Power 4.1 in Connecticut.
I don't
And
dig
name number 9 comes from at that time, the number 9 fish fillet meal on the McDonald's
Tell me I'm
menu,
on.
which is what I always used to order.
Same shit that happened to us, happened to others too. The only indifference is
He started saying that.
we the only ones ain't getting no motherfucking true reparations.
Thanks for your donation. Area code 561.
Say welfare, I'll
Good
kill you.
evening. Are you there? 561. Wednesday, we're talking about the California
In combo
governor,
of your
William
standpoint
Bates.
for welfare being some sort of reparations.
What's up?
It's a joke. It is, fucker was. It is a joke. It's an ongoing joke.
Your phone sounds like crap. I know who I'm talking to. Come on, man. Fix your phone or call back another time.
Hold on. You hear me better now?
No, goodbye. Sounds like crap. This is a serious matter. Pro Babies, is Yvette Carnell still going in on Twitter? She pulled, nigga, she pulled her dick out. Not literally, because she's a female. Strappy pulled out the strap. Going in on Twitter. Where's the FBA to
And step back from it all. The fact that California is doing it and it's the state that didn't apparently have much to do with slavery at all.
Was a mistake. Why make enemies before you get the money?
The fact that
I'm not gonna say
they're standing up and it's not a state that has been saturated, entrenched in slavery, like North Carolina or Virginia, Mississippi, Tennessee. The list goes on.
For their impact, their very
Doesn't fucking surprise me.
contributions,
Right.
things of that nature.
But it should be one of them. Lead
But I think that they dropped
from the heart, from the core of shit.
the ball. And
See,
fumbled
California's
the
off to the side talking about what's right, what should be.
Governor.
Okay? That's true. That's it's nice. That conversation needs to spread. Those actions need to spread.
Yeah, Senator. Not some weak shuffling and
The deep south needs the most south.
senator or councilman.
Hey, I'm not trying.
Governor.
I'm not dreaming of a overnight get rich thing future for myself and my family because we're
As
old.
objective as possible.
No. But I do know and I do dream that if it were ever done,
Another story came out today.
I'm pretty
claiming
sure
that
we'd
the
be
governor
good.
was to clarify his statements from Tuesday.
First and foremost as a country.
And he's saying he looks forward now to seeing the final report from the California reparation task force. But he already cut it down yesterday. He cut it down.
Me too. I do. I know you do. I need to say I know you do.
The impact, if you
I
have.
read where you're at a lot. All the time, every time.
All right, guys, for advertising, there's my email address on the screen if you want to get yourself a
I'm
promo
sure you
package
see
for
it.
30 days. And keep in mind, when you purchase a 30-day promo
I
package,
know you know.
we usually extend that, for a month or so. Not just for
It's
30 days.
some of the unspoken
I
chemistry
urge everyone to
between
call
us.
in. Hold on a second.
I respect the fact that I feel. I know
Want
you know.
to call in, not that you have to.
Hence our dealings.
Deeds is sending me screenshots from Yvette Carnell. He's with the smoke tonight. Lord have mercy.
That's why I'm always like, yo, you
Sponsor,
never flipped on me, tried to use an advantage, leg up type of shit.
Modifying banners, shifting gears.
Wholeheartedly appreciate that.
In my community section, if I can just
I ain't
focus on the star.
mad at you.
In my community section,
You ain't do nothing to me. I don't look at you
tags
and think,
sometimes
yeah,
are important.
his ancestors.
And also,
No.
very, very, very important. If you're a sponsor, under your banner, leave a comment.
Our
a link
fasting
to your page.
And
That
Ramadan
so
experience,
that traffic can go to your page.
I told you,
This is vital. So there's my email address on the
Took
screen.
care of a lot.
Consider
Combos we had.
Send you a deck that has analytics. See if our
I know where you come from.
Is
I know where your heart
or
is.
in line with your target demo.
Good with that.
All right, let me take one more call, and then I'm going to take a break. We're going to continue this conversation tonight. These niggas fumbled the bag, if you ask me. 610, good evening, are you there? 610.
I'm here, Star. I'm here.
Hey,
I'm here.
good
Good
evening.
Star.
How are you, sir?
I'm good, Star. Today, I'm out too.
Okay, how are you, man? What do you want to start?
I'm just like this.
Let me build real quick, Star. I don't think they fumbled the bag because
In our parents' lifetime, in our grandparents' lifetime, just those two step backs. Dad's lifetime and his dad's They, the two of them, got to see major changes within life itself, political, technological, social, you name it. That's just what happens, right? That's just what happens. They've seen within their lifespan cycle changes. Whether they're still with us or not, these changes have taken place. Well, I'm for. We're old now. I, for one, have children. I want to see that change. And it doesn't need to be for the fucking worse. So, reparations is one of those things. One of those changes that need to fucking happen within our. They just need to happen. And I would like to see within our cycle. Not when my son gets old. Any day now would be good. You follow? Both said to my grandparents, I'm immigrants, and I am second generation American, which is weird. I remember. Polish. That's what I got. You said something one time. He says, funny thing. My girl. Speak Polish. Polish, Irish, German, and Scottish. And second generation American. Mm-hmm. Her parents were around for segregation. We don't mesh. I tried. I gave it my best. We figured that out 10 years ago. I was already prepared for that type of activity 10 years before I met him. And 10 years before that, too. Just straying for a moment on relations with the old generations. Well, they don't like me, the old generation. On some Turkish. That's funny. Just it's off-key funny for me because I smoke when I play the video games. I'll smoke. And I'll let the blunt fucking burn. And I'm always thinking, yeah, I'm doing my Turkish, my old wise guy Turkish smoking style. You know, they'll let the fucking ash go for the longest. They'll let the fucking ash build for the longest before they fucking ash that bitch. Yeah, alright? You know what I'm talking about? Like, it's a whole fucking style. But I always think that when I don't ash for a while, so I'm on my Turkish shit right now. The 7 years I spent in Europe, I saw what this country was doing. It was making the rest of the world, and I would imagine that hasn't changed. It's making the rest of the world make us look like the enemy and the problem of America. You know, the fucking nerve. I wonder, is anywhere else in the world segregation a thing for a time period? You know, French only, African only. Didn't the French do it? Did they have that going on for a bit there? I don't know. I know they're racist. They got the same shit going on in Europe that we got going on here. Except they just do it with different cultures. I caught wind of that. I just want to see right. That's all, man. I just, would love to see something fucking uber positive done by this country for its country members and overall the world. Because a better us is a better them. Of the money, I think $2 million would be cool. We collect our ancestors' 2 cents. $2 million would be cool, and then make all sorts of deals, like again for the equity, homes and shit like that. Major cut. Talking high, right down the middle, 50% cut. $250,000 house, now going for motherfucking 125. Courtesy of Chase Bank. BNP, BP, all the motherfuckers join in the same way. All of us had to join in to save them. Our money was taken to save big business, wasn't it? I mean, yeah. So now big business can save the people. It's one demographic, start small. Enough of this money going every fucking where and being down here on a level of, hey man, I got a new pair of sneakers. Enough. How much fucking more I can tolerate. Level the playing field. Spread happiness everywhere. And what's the next order of business? What was that time before last? I'm a bit communistic. Yeah, I'm an urban communist. I'm a product of my environment is what the fuck I am. And I am just. I am fair. I'm also pissed. I wish, low-key, probably better that I was just having this conversation last night with somebody on the fucking Call of Duty shit. It's a good thing I wasn't at this meeting. I'm gonna put myself in the wrong lane. And if I would have had my words together, properly, and the ideas that they seem to have got badgered and lacked for proposals of this, that, and the third, maybe you would have got some more. Maybe I would have put myself on the new hit list, as if I wasn't already on it. Buying tanks for Ukraine and shit, $20 billion a year to Israel. I mean, come on, bro. There is fucking money. If we are, as they say, what is it? 12, 13, 10? I don't know. That was a while ago. Let's bump it up 2%. We're 15% of the country's population. Well, that ain't that ain't a lot to take care of. It ain't. And out of that 15%, split that right up the fucking middle. So 7%, 7.5% are locked the fuck away. Or in crime. They're either involved in the crime circuit, or they're locked away. Okay. And then the other half, well, I guess with remaining survivors, the perseverers, the guys that been through some shit still here. So 7%. Ain't even 10% of the overall United States income, yearly annual income. If we are in capacity, a space where we can, hey man, you guys having problems? Take this, take that, take that, take that. Us don't even worry about it, man. Win the war, fight the good fight. We'll send some of our boys over that we promised tuition money, and while they down, we tell them to pull themselves up by the bootstraps and shit. We teach them how to use the gun. We're gonna send them over. Y'all gonna be all right. Don't get me started. I will never cut the fucking machine off. So that's for them, and then the fucking military's getting what, and then who's getting what, and damn, and money is going to certain shit that just don't even make no fucking sense, because it just look like they got so much of it. They're giving $2 billion to archaeologists and their archaeological dig, just to preserve their findings and the equipment that's needed to maintain the temperature so that we don't lose the tombs that we, and all that. Yeah, all sorts of shit. All sorts of shit. Boy, there's money going for guppies, frogs, fish, god damn it, the birds, hunting season, the permits for them, guns, ammo, buildings, and new infrastructure, remodeling, refacing. The Negroes, yeah, they can wait. Not cool. And they know it. I'm just waiting for the dog and pony show to stop and there to be some phenomenal grand opening of caring from the government. It'll be all over the headlines. But all of what I just went on a little rant about, which I could have went on a long one about and came up with much more content of where the money's going. A ninja like me wasn't supposed to know. They knew a ninja like me wouldn't know until about my age now. Like, get grown off of a generation X and, Z on the way up. Yeah, they'll figure it out. Because, we wasn't doing politics and understanding how the world works and how it ticks and what's really going on and who's responsible Wasn't studying that shit in my teens. No, not even my 20s. No, late 30s. Shit sounded like conspiracy. Yo, did you know that there's a band of people that... Nah, come on, get the fuck out of here. It's just that they're not giving us the reparations, that's all it is. It's America. What do you mean, a group of bankers and what have you? All that shit is evident now. You gotta give... Nah, that's the thing with knowledge. You gotta give it some time to sink in. They knew, man. And in the interim of that, they destroyed and distorted minds so that there would be no other Malcolms and Martins. We covered that. Yeah. It's a shame to admit. It hurts to admit. They just want us dead. They just want us to die. Oh, I can't see any other. Become a house ninja to their machine, or die. They just control. From people else, but of course, they just took control of seized Russian oligarch funds, total of $684 million in assets alone. Just the assets, just not even the actual currency. You know what I mean? Like, you get that to the people then. Whatever happened to Robin Hood? Take from somebody and give it to the damn poor. That is so... I don't even know the fucking word to define the emotion. I'm gonna go with demoralizing. Depressing. It's so deeply fucking depressing to watch. All that. Scraping for like nickels and pennies and gather a few $100. And, well, no, we got a few thousand, all right. Well, that's going after me a few months. But damn, okay, so, you know what I mean? These motherfuckers are doing these numbers quarterly, fucking annually. What did America make this quarter, this fiscal quarter? Are we down, or are we, as always, the fuck up? And telling people, oh man, the fucking ceiling, the debt ceiling, it's so up there, we can never reach it. We couldn't get in a financial rocket to actually get to the debt ceiling. Because China, we just owe them forever, but you know, it's whatever. Lifestyles of the rich and famous, by the way. What do you give a fuck? I would propose $2 million, and that could be delved to person in 4 payments or 2. Their choice. Or they could even break it down more. I mean, what the fuck could you do with $2 million? I know what the hell I could do. It would look like fucking Funko Invention Land over this bitch. We out of here. But I want a bigger space for what I need. Workspace and workroom here, workroom there, coolness. Just, you know, I'm gonna be a flourishing human, that's all. God damn. I don't want us living. I be stopping and thinking sometimes, what the fuck did I do? When I do to anybody, I ain't do that to nobody, man. I'm one of the coolest ninjas you'll ever meet. I like There's always cooler, there's always badder, bigger, badder. Yeah, yeah. U.S. is trying to ship it to Ukraine and wash it, and then divvy that amongst themselves for investment in a personal rocket ship. When is too much too much? Never with greed. Never. Couldn't be. And that's the problem. I'm thinking, I don't know, maybe people in control had bad run-ins with certain people, because I know people that hold a grudge, a racial grudge. I know a few people. I do. I study them as they study me. Some people, they haven't properly reprogrammed themselves. They continue to upgrade on their racism. That's not helping the fucking country. Bottom line. So, coming back full circle, I live to see some sort of change. The same way our parents and their parents. So, we both got to see a certain change. So what do we get? See the change for the worse. Ain't supposed to be the change for the better. And something monumental has to be done in order for that to happen. Maybe I'm overlooking something. I haven't seen it. Nope. We're still dealing with the same BS that was dealt to our father and their father in a way, even while there's been changes, except we haven't seen it to change. I think it's time for government to change something in its tactics. Our government specifically. But, I'm just thoughts. Like I said, I don't want to be flagged for inciting. End up on the Homeland Security's threat database and shit. No. Hands up, don't shoot. Ramp up. It's not a grudge. It's an entrenched tool baked into the American psyche. Ramp up racial tension for mass distraction. Right? That's why I was speaking about the reprogramming. At did that a long time ago. I thought it was funny. I thought, I was like, that doesn't make any sense at first. Then I took it serious. We are computers. Computers store memories, hold on to that information. It's the host of stored archived information. The brain, it's a computer. So, if they are out here on some psychological warfare, like we know they are, didn't know initially, but yeah, right. Then you gonna have to. We gonna have to. It has to be done. A reprogramming. You gotta wipe your motherboard and line it up with your new program. That's for perception, involvement, right after dealings, speech. Perception is a good one. Definitely gotta reprogram the perception. They got that rigged, hardwired. For racism. That's why I always say, that's why I came about with the analogy of understanding behind my username. Not blunt mover, hater terminator. Oh, you got that hate in your blood. And if I wanted to go deeper on it, I'd be like, oh. You got that Jim Crow programming with you, huh? Okay, yeah. I see it. And it could vary. It didn't have to be, that wouldn't be a statement at a white person. It could be a statement at a white person. It could also be a statement at a black person. You got that Jim Crow shit in you, huh? All right. You don't want to see a ninja prosper. This country's programmed on that. Hard body, you find evidence of it. So, undoing that, and reprogramming it just, to each his own for what you reprogram with. I did though. Because one of the blessings, hidden blessings, of just me being born, was what I was born into. Hard times, cool. Yep. Yeah. But taking a step back from it, I was born into an interracial relationship. My dad's black. My mom's black. But I didn't know that. And while I didn't know the programming of the family and union was there. Right? So I never looked at my stepdad, who I thought was my dad until my mom told me otherwise. I never looked at him any different. No, I never, why? In fact, running into the program early at public school, I think it was 5th or 6th grade or some shit. I remember leaving from school after school one day. Dad picking me up from school. We out. 2 girls run up to me, say, hey. We want to ask you a question. I didn't recognize them. They were 2 girls from my school. I didn't know them. Like, we weren't friends and shit. We don't share classes. Or who are you? When they asked me a question, I felt like, a celeb. Sure, what's up? Straight up. No hesitation. She looked me in my eyes. She asked, and I swear, I was... 7, 8, one of the fucking 2. She says, why are you black and he's white? Two dark skinned girls. I looked up at my dad. Yeah, my stepdad. He pale, blank face, speechless, no answer, huh? Well, answer her question with the question. When you can't answer a question, it's good defense to answer a question with a question. I found that. Looked at her. She asked me, "Why are you black? Why are you black and why is he white?" Yeah, because I think they initially, is that your dad? Yeah. Why are you black and why is he white? Why are you ugly? Blank face, speechless. We're all in agreement here, okay? We'll find out the puzzles to life some point. All right, Dad, we out? We out. That was it. I asked her, why the fuck is she ugly? Because she was ugly. Inside and out. And that was that. We didn't even fucking talk about it on the way home, nothing. We never approached that fucking matter again in life. I think when I went over at 19, I think I spoke about it with her. You remember that time we were leaving? Yeah. So I wasn't programmed with the racist shit. I was programmed with the union shit. A whole fucking lot. He went on to have a child with my mother. So now I have a brother. His father is more my father than he is to my own brother. We got the illest of fucking situations. But racism never played a matter, never played a point. I never heard them calling each other out of their names behind the culture or any of that. And damn sure didn't talk to us like that either. Amid all the shortcomings, racism wasn't a thing. Pick that up from y'all. Other people. It's not how I was bred. It's not how I was raised. I was raised real fucking different. But racism wasn't hardwired to my shit. No, just became a thing once I realized what happened with slavery. I got real pissed. I didn't like that. I don't like that. I don't like it at all. Once they showed me in high school. Oh, this happened, that happened, this happened. What the fuck? Where the hell am I? And you guys, the fuck? You're proud to tell all of this? What is this, like trophy casing? Huh? Showcasing the trophy and shit, like, oh yeah, we won. That's why y'all all fucked up. But stand up and stand up for the Pledge of Allegiance and pull yourself up by your bootstraps. That seems to be the overall message. I get. Ramping up the racial tensions while they sit in their fortified fortresses safe from it all. Yeah. That sounds about like the entire gist of it. And I just dream and dream that one day there'll be a change to all that. Somehow, some fucking way. So. You know? Wait a second. Better than down. Yeah. I'm gonna delay on it, but yeah. I hope the same for Waypoint. I don't even take what I said personally. But I look at it like this. We're in a serious time, so we have to hold serious convo. But then again, I also know, as I made mention last week, some topics I stay away from. So respectfully, I have to respect the fact that other people might choose to stay away from a topic. I do. So, no offense to anybody. I've never been one to look to offend any members of my audience unless they were looking to offend me. So, with that said, gentlemen, appreciate you, your involvement, your input, and I respect you as you do I. And it's a mutual thing. But I'm also a firm believer that we as a collection of people from all different walks of life, cultures, complexions, backgrounds, futures, presents, are the solution. We are the pieces to the puzzle. The only way to solve the puzzle or see the puzzle for whatever it is, the pieces have to unite. That is like, to me, that's the one of the mysteries of life I think I figured out. Oh yeah. I honestly believe utopia, a civil. community of unified civilians and cultures, all that can coexist. Everybody can be, I don't want to say complacent. Everything can be. People think it can't happen because they've never seen it happen. If you're stuck on being pessimistic about it, then it would never happen. But being optimistic is possible. All things considered, still the trouble. It's not everybody walk around happy, but things could definitely improve, over double. So 3 to 4 times fold. For the quality of life here in this country. Start with the raising the price, gouging on everything, lying about things just to drain the people more. There's no reason that a candy bar needs to be $5. The fuck? You know what I mean? It's that same bullshit ass candy bar with the same bullshit ass ingredients since like forever now. It wasn't until the last 5 years that they even came out with variations of that candy bar. Been selling the same junk. I don't want to go badgering my Snickers like that, but some people will call it junk food. But they've been selling the same junk forever. And ain't no way it's costing them that much more from the days of a Snickers bar, regular 75 cents. You wanted the king size shit? Oh, that's $1.25. To now, that same shit, $3 and something and $5. Like, hold up, wait, what the fuck? Is there 80% more chocolate? More bang for the buck or something? Nah, same old fucking damn candy bar, man. Same goes for the bubble gum, all that shit, the soda, everything. Milk, bread. I just started with the candy bar, that's all. Everything is up. Two burgers, 2 drinks, McDonald's, $20. Absurd. It's just the managing. Somebody's got to get in touch with management. That's all. Peace, God. My brother Adi Amin. Long time no seen. Good to see you on the scene. What up, though? Good guy for the convo. Talking about, in short, how we can better this country. All right. what that would look like if it were possible, what it would take. What's stopping that? You know, we're all over the place as usual. But good afternoon to you. And no smoke, just the one I'm lighting up. As much as we've debated in our history, I respected your insight on things. I may not have always agreed, but I did respect it. Maybe wasn't always on board, still respected it though. Bang, bang, Niner gang. Long time no see. Do my eyes deceive me? Why they tripping over the title 22? And you took look from the native. Okay, hold on. Why they tripping over the title 22 when they took look from the native? People were here before they claimed Christopher Columbus found this land. Took it from the natives. We've been through it, huh? You know, all praise due. Time is medicine. Fact. So, y'all been here a bit. You did some catching up. Okay. Yeah. And yes, it's been some time. And that is the height of my vibe behind things. It's time. It's time, off that old Obama campaign. It was time for change. That shit had me hyped as fuck. It's true. It's true. Look, we just spent 10 years. Last 10 years, we know each other. If we could culminate this to understand our surroundings and overall controlling on governing shit, over the last 10 years, we sat around each other debating whether we got along or we didn't. Whether we got along or we didn't. We sat around and time has went by. Now, cool, we getting along, but what have we got accomplished? Union, chemistry, camaraderie, these are good things, but where can we take that? We ain't made that step. Now, I can tell you, the furthest I stepped out on the plank, if you will, is to do meet and greets. Nah, you've been cool. I seen you, I know you've been cool, so I expect you to keep that same cool vibe. All right, well, hey, getting cool, we cool. Shit, all right. Now we got our own cool thing happening. But, and in a ways, you know what I'm saying, we changing demographic stuff, but from the usual, from what they don't want. But ain't no overall change happened in that 10 years. They sat and watched us. Same way we sit and watch each other. Or you sat and watched me, if you will. What has changed? Not much. I was first in the dojo. Love, peace to you and all those in the cipher. I'll stay up and remain God status. Roger that, man. Appreciate it. I can assure you, we should be doing just that. That is the focus. There's always the focus around here, to focus. Yeah, I light up. I smoke. I get high. But I always advocate for us, people. So yeah. Stay safe, stay smart, stay up. Good day of seeing you. I will repeat, reiterate. I just want to see a change that we can all identify, not for the worse, for the better. Our parents got to go through that. Our grandparents got to go through that. Assumingly that goes on because we're still here and progression has been made. I'm not so quick to buy into the end of the world theory. Okay, tomorrow, Armageddon finna strike and all that. Let's slow that down. And look to see, things get better. And that's where I'm at. That's where I've always been. If it comes down to politics, people in this country, hey, I lived outside of this country for almost 10. And the incremental moment that I caught wind of people gathering for what the same matters that I'm talking on now today, 23 years ago, I hopped on the plane and came back. Activists ready. Activists on standby. But the Million Man March was just a show of power, just, no FBA or buildings or organizations were erected. And, I thought there would be places to show up to and all that. Was ready, been ready, am ready. 23 years later, I still question, I'm just waiting for some change, that's all. You're a good person, bro, from my experience throughout it all. Thank you for the two. I can really share. Peace. Yeah. Appreciate the mention. I don't think of myself as a bad person. Others do. I get into arguments with those people. But I don't know. I feel like at this moment, I'm sorry, but I feel like we're holding a meeting that others would perceive us as being like starting some sort of militia or something. And that's why I always just like move around on topics. But I believe also that's probably the reason why if it isn't one of the nerds I pissed off, then that would wholeheartedly be the reason why I get shadow banned. Shit like that. Which, if you haven't noticed, for quite some time now, I've become accustomed to. It's cool. That's what it is. I'm not rallying for, I get pissed about it. But what I came here for, originally in 2013, I still receive to this day. So, 10 years later, we still good. We good. So, that would be to pass the time with understanding, i.e. chilling. You know what I'm saying? We don't look to raise hell. Hell is already raised. It doesn't need any help. No, I'm more so for raising awareness. And so I found out that's dangerous. They don't want y'all reprogramming. But I always want for my brother, man, what I have for myself. And if it's nothing more than a better frame of mind, then my dear brother, keep this in mind. My intent is to be my brother's keeper. That's how I move. Now, my brother want to fight, it's gonna have to be cool. We gonna fight though. Cool, I don't really want to, but yeah, fuck it. Some people have different understandings on different levels. But believe it, at my core, I'm peace. I'm peace. I'm at enough peace for all of us. Yeah, that's why I have no problem setting it up. And try to share that and build on it. There was nothing like this when I was growing up. So I treat this respectfully. You know? Know the power of word, know the power of influence, all that stuff. I'm aware of it. Cool. Use it as a positive. Never heard me asking for nothing of nobody except respect. Hey, look, I got a couple guidelines. I just ask you to respect. Yeah. Lost count on how many people challenged that, but yeah, it was still all for peace. Not just for myself, but for y'all, for us. Hopes that in that peace that we found, come up with some solutions and good ideas and stuff like that. So. Found it better to be at peace than to be at war. Food for thought. It's like the soup kitchen here. Let me cut this conversation we're listening in back on. I'd like to listen to other people's insight on this matter.
You know, once again, we gotta look at this from a 35,000 foot view. And we know nothing happens in this system organically. Everything is orchestrated. And, you know, one thing I want to say to all the demographics out there, right, or people that have ancestries that have been in the position of FBA, freedmen, is that when we get the bag here, it's just going to go around the world too. So if you got ancestors in the Caribbean, Africa, or wherever you at, you'll know native person, or maybe, you know, it's going to trickle down. So we didn't fumble the bag. Everybody fumbled the bag because we set the culture and the standard for the world. So everybody's dancing on our grave or whatever like that. You know, it might be funny and all that now, but you're just fumbling the bag for yourself too, right? Because when we fought this civil rights in the 60s and so on and so forth back then, that was for everybody. We didn't just do it for ourselves. We fought for the equal right for everybody to live life, prosperity, the pursuit of happiness, liberty, religion, whatever you want to do. So everybody can dance and laugh, you know, but a lot of people that played a part in the so-called fumble bag is agents, man. A lot of people's agents, all that arguing at 200 million, they sent them people, man. They sent them people to be agents so the bag could look like we fumbled it. And that's why, you know,
Okay, now hang on a second, sir. Stay with me. I appreciate this call, and you sound like a well-informed man. I appreciate this call. But no,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
No, sir. It's funny as fuck now. It's funny as fuck. Because it was funny when FBA was clowning Strappy, Tone Tits, and other people. Oh, the trolling was beautiful. It was petty. We loved it. Now you're in your feelings? Now you're in your feelings? Come on. Hold on, let me speak, sir. You spoke. Let me speak. You spoke.
Go ahead, sir.
It was funny. Ha ha ha, he. Yeah, look, I took part. I'm not denying that. But this is an L, sir, in my opinion. The discussion of reparations
Right.
goes back long before niggas started claiming FBA. Sir, I'm 59.
Right.
I don't even have to go back too far. I can just say Tupac was talking about reparations. Track 9 on the Machiavelli album. If you want to give anybody credit, Tupac said reparations are due. I ain't trying to hear nobody catching props on YouTube about reparations. Tupac was, you know the Machiavelli album, track number 9?
Yeah, that's my favorite rapper.
What track is that, Ralph? Let me pull it up for you. I'll put the lyrics, goddamn. Huh?
Man.
Sir, I'm on one. Slow down, sir. I'm on one. We talking. I'm going back. Yeah. Don Illuminati, the 7-day theory. Tupac said reparations are due, man.
That's that word.
Now, come on. A fucking poet, man. Fuck the algorithm.
Right.
Niggas dropped the bag in Oakland. We laughing. Ha ha ha. He. Yvette Carnell going in on niggas. You have the floor, sir. You have the floor. Let's go. You have the floor.
See,
So
embrace
here's
this
the thing,
troll.
man. I make no distinction between FBA, freedmen, you know, the DOS.
They do. They make a distinction. They do.
But hold on, sir. My thing is this, is that what I'm saying is this. You're right, guys. Listen, when you distinctly take a side, for me, I take the acronym for what they really mean. I believe it's just a linear thing. So I can say freedmen, I can say DOS, but also I'm saying for the brothers that's in the CARICOM or everywhere else, if you might not get money from here, from this reparation, but it gotta start somewhere. It gotta start here. So it's in the best interest of all. We all fumble the bag. Not just the FBA freedom or whatever you want to say. We
money, you get money too. We share hip hop together and we argue over everything.
Oh, no, don't do that. Don't do that. No, sir. Don't start talking French.
I know I ain't.
Oui, monsieur. Sir, I want you to hear this from me personally. I'm now claiming Puerto Rican. I've moved off from that FBA.
Hey, oh, please, son, let me make one point. Let me
Come on.
jump in.
Come on.
All right. So my thing is this. So I feel you, right? See, that's why I said last week when I was talking, that Puerto Rican, Dominican stuff, those are offshoots that mean white Latino, because at the same time, Afro-Latino, if you don't specify, then that automatically means white. So, I'm just saying, for the ones that's oppressing, the Caribbean that are Afro, I hope they get there. But it gotta start somewhere first, man. I know that's like also, but I just want to say this.
Hang on, sir. No, I appreciate the call, sir. Oh, man, here it is, track number 9, White Man's World, Tupac Shakur. He says reparations. Reparations are due! Tupac was talking that talk, man, before anybody on YouTube. Okay?
Yeah.
Thank you, sir. I appreciate the call. Thank you.
All right.
Yes, sir. The FBA fumbled the bag. Boss Hog back in the building. Wednesday evening, this is the Star Report, late night edition. I got myself some pickles, now. Sour pickles, to be precise, that's Italian in me. Hey, speaking of, Italians, maybe 3 people sent me a link to some hairy-armed, Sicilian female talking about, Italian history. Now, I'm not mad at you. If you're just now learning about that, that's fine. I've been to Italy twice. My mother's family is from Naples. Naples, okay? If you're just learning about the history of Italy, that's fine. But don't start sending me videos as if, I don't know my history. I'm very well informed about the different places. I've traveled through Italy. And in case you never caught it, when I used to say, and still do say, Neapolitan, Napolitan, not to be confused with Sicilian trash. Did you catch that? Did you ever know what I was talking about? Okay, all right. Alpha Villains, he's a sponsor. He puts it down on YouTube. Good guy. He's called in a few times. Alpha Villains, if you're out there, you can always tap in, so you are appreciated. Where is Florida Boy Jay? Where is Aaron? Number 9 called. Okay, Florida Boy Jay says, I'm on the way home. Okay, the Florida Boy Jay's FBA. What's FBA? Why are my phones lit up tonight, huh? And Strappy's going in on Twitter, aka Yvette Carnell. The whole thing fell apart, and she's giving out smoke. Let's be objective. Black Races got your donation. Star, you did a show like 4 or 5 years ago where a state was considering giving reparations to black people from weed taxes. Never heard anything after that. We did address that, sir. We did address that. We spoke about Colorado and other states. That's never been my thing, cannabis, but there were many startup companies that evolved after that particular discussion and that themed show. Some shows click, some don't. Thank you for your donation, Black Races. Hey, Felicia. Thank you for your donation, Felicia says. I like the trajectory of the new topics. Keep it up. Thank you, Felicia. From time to time, I like to pump the brakes, do shows that are not necessarily trending. I don't expect big views or lot of calls or comments. I mean, I can literally talk in this microphone for 3 hours straight, but you know, because I'm such a hard pill to swallow, I take calls to soften the impact of what I say. But thank you for acknowledging the week of shows that we did here that were, you know, just topics that I was just thinking about. Thank you. Mike, I got your donation, sir. Thank you for tapping in. FBA better call the tethers for help. Hold this L. Speaking of FBA, hold on a second, guys. I think here's a call from overseas somewhere. The mother of the 6-year-old shooter in Virginia, to be precise, shot the white teacher. The mother is a woman of color. Is she herself FBA? Is she of Caribbean descent? What is she? Greener grass. Sorry, your shirts are getting tighter. Sorry, I'm in the gym. I've been in the gym this week actually 4 days in a row. When that farmer's sus, my nigga, you know. Yeah, is the mother of that 6-year-old shooter. She don't look West Indian to me. She look like she from the hood. Hold on a second, guys. Wellington Cousins got your donation. What's good? Corvettes Creek boy. Oh, damn. You took her back to Corvettes. Shit. You know what was before Corvettes, sir? If you're from my generation. What was before Corvettes? You're talking about Blue Star Shopping Mall. Well, back in those days, it was Blue Star Shopping Center. I bet you don't know. I appreciate the donation. Cool. Wellington Cousins, let me write that down. What was the store before Corvettes? Same exact building. And let me just say, because you may or may not know, you already sent in a nice size donation. 2 guys. Remember 2 guys? 2 guys. Thank you for your donation. Frank White got your donation. Frank White says, thank you, Frank White. Hey, good evening. Are you there? You calling from overseas? Good evening. Good evening. Hello, are you there? Yes, no, maybe? Okay, we have to go. Thank you. We tried. Okay. We tried. Uh-oh. 240. I know this number. 240. Good evening. Are you there? 240.
Yo.
Yo. You're corny. Get to the topic, bitch boy. To the topic first. I don't know you. Yeah, dick. Yes, nigga, get to the topic. Calling my scrotum bouncing off your chin so fast. Fuck, nigga. A different type of terms, nigga. Hold on a second. Okay. Wellington Cousins says the tower behind the golf course and our mother who What are you talking about, sir? Kick you off the step? Nobody kicked me off any steps. You got me confused. But you sent 2 nice donations, thank you. $347, good evening. 347. Are you there? We're talking about the California governor walking back.
Yes, I'm here right here, Star.
Yes, sir. How are you?
I'm all right, Star. Well, I just want to say this, man. Before we can even get into anything, I just don't think we have any representation in the government for the United States of America at all. When we get to the congressional level and the Senate level, we don't have any representation as Black Americans. Who we have? Cory Booker in New Jersey. I'm in New Jersey.
Right.
Cory Booker's from California, and he hijacked the Senate position. Okay, he came to North from California. He grew up in California, and somehow he said he was fighting crime in North and got elected as the senator. But you know, he's been compromised because they gave him Rosario Dawson, and we never heard from Cory Booker since.
Wait a minute. Hold on. I thought he was from Montclair or Somerset. Are you sure he's from California?
He's from California. This guy's he's been popped, man. He's an implant. The Democratic Party has been sending implants all over the country to infiltrate the black cities. And they've made all the black cities sanctuary cities where, you know, they have apartheid against us in America. Everything we do, they want to run a background check.
No, sir. Cory Booker, hold on a second, born April the 27th, 1969, born in Washington, D.C., and raised in Harrington Park.
Okay.
Hang on. Raised in Harrington Park, New Jersey. He went to Stanford University, but he's from Jersey,
Yeah.
sir. He's from Jersey.
But he's not from North. He's an implant. He's not one of us. He's not from North. He's not from East Orange. He's not from Irvington. He's not tied into the black community.
Well, sir, I'm from Scotch Plains. Hang on a second. Hang on. I'm not from the black community either, to keep it real with you. Cory Booker is not...
But we all related.
Sir, you spoke, let me speak. Cory Booker is not from California. He went to Stanford University, born and raised in New Jersey. Yes, he became a 38th mayor of North New Jersey. He lived in the projects or something to show he was down with people, and you guys laughed that up. He's born in Jersey.
He was an agent. He was an agent.
Okay, well, sir, I'm a fucking agent. What are you saying? What are you saying? I'm an agent. What are you saying?
Well, we know you're an agent, but he was a government implant agent sent in COINTELPRO.
Okay.
And now we don't have any representation. Charlie Rangel's dead. Who we got?
Right.
You know, Bob Menendez, who's more powerful? Bob Menendez or Cory Booker?
Hang on a second. You brought up Cory Booker. Hold on a second. Now, you know, how old are you? Respect. How old are you?
44.
Okay.
Rice was
we
good.
come from that era where, you know, respect the jokes, respect the shooter, right?
Yeah, we respected the jokes right
Okay.
there. We respected the jokes right there.
Hang on. Cory Booker, again, raised...
And he snitched on Sharp Gang.
Sir, Sharp James was a fucking gangster. Don't act like he wasn't. Hold on. Cory Booker, again, raised in the beautiful suburbs of Jersey like myself, you voted him in to be
What's going on, man?
mayor. He lived in the projects, I think, once a week to show he was, you know, with the people. Now, here's how he pulled the jokes. You can't tell me this wasn't beautiful. Mark Zuckerberg from Facebook donated $100 million to the Board of Education. When Cory Booker.
100 million. Whoa.
Only 50 million of that made it to the schools. Cory Booker and his team allegedly divvied that up between consultants. And when the news came on, you saw a bunch of black kids in schools with little cheap-ass computers and Walmart tables. So you voted for him. What are you saying? Yeah, but anyway, to your point, yes, you have no, to my knowledge, real representation for FDA in politics. Go ahead, sir. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Yes, and that's the whole thing. So my idea was for us to, as a people, to leave the Democratic Party and create a sub-black Republican Party where we can vote and have a body, where we can have a solid body, and everybody's under that one body, and then we can fight against each other within that body.
I hear you, but next month I'm going to be claiming my Puerto Rican heritage. Good luck for you with you guys with that. Creating a new. What'd you say? Creating what?
We can get James Dean. We can get Kanye West.
Stop it.
We can get P. Diddy and Oprah Winfrey. We can get all the black billionaires, and then all the rest of the blacks will follow. And 'cause that's what we do.
you for calling in. Salute. Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you. Cory Booker, respect the jokes. Yeah, he's from Jersey. I think he from Cali. He moved into the apartment, some projects for a little bit of education. He grew up in Harrington Park, 20 miles northeast of Newark. His parents, IBM executives. He played varsity football. Guys, on the screen, one of my sponsors, please check out www.estellebooks.com. That's a great book. Hold on a second. For your kids, you know? I keep all my sponsored products close to me. See that? Hold on, take this one here. This is a great coloring book. Dizzy Gillespie. Oh man, look at this. Lewis and Lil Armstrong, Count Basie. This is a great Scott Joplin.
All right, bro. Stay safe out there. I'll catch you on the next one.
Tell them Star sent you, okay? Aaliyah.
Peace and blessings.
G. Hi Patrice, I got your donation. Thank you so much. Yeah, I got your email. You sent me a link to the Dame Dash sneakers for $250. The CEO sneakers for $250. Yeah, I got that email. Thank you, darling. God bless you. Crook from the Brook. Star Robert De Niro just produced his 7th baby at 79. You're being lazy, Star. So I've got thousands of kids. And they sent me donations. I don't need no biological kids. Robert De Niro was my cousin. He married my cousin Grace. Thank you for your donation. Okay, Wellington Cousins says, sir, that don't work. Space and Steaks Calico. What? Okay, you're not from my generation because you're spelling with ebonics. That don't work. He spelled with W-E-R-K. So I struggle with ebonics, but thank you so much. You don't appreciate it. Wellington Cousins. Hold on, guys. Did I miss any donations? Any cash apps? Shot 1419, thank you so much. I'm waiting on phone calls from the Foundational Black Americans. I want to see more calls on that line. I'm here to talk tonight, goddamn. Hold on. Let's see if Yvette Carnell is going 10 toes down right now. Whoa! Oh my goodness. Let me bookmark this. Strappy going in. Oh my God. Tariq is my nigga. You've heard me put respect on his name, but why is it now not funny when Yvette Carnell is going hard in the paint? Well, what is Tone Talks YouTube channel? Hold on a second. I should know. Okay, so Talks hasn't been live in 3 weeks. Okay, but he posted a video 11 hours ago talking about artificial intelligence. Nigga, where you at? Talks, let's go, nigga. We here for the bullshit. Oh my goodness. Area code 929, I have time tonight. Are you there? 929.
Hello?
Yes, sir, good evening.
Hey, how you doing?
I'm doing so, it's cracking.
Yeah, I just wanted to, mention something that, you mentioned before about slavery still existing in Africa.
You have the floor, sir. Go ahead.
Well, I think maybe we should get our reparations from Africa, because the American politicians ain't gonna give it, and it's just gonna be a carrot on a stick over here, They're just gonna, keep telling people, oh yeah, this and that, but it's never gonna happen over here.
Sir, I have been saying that for decades, so has other people. That's not a new, thought, no disrespect, but, no, sir. Africa is paying nothing to African Americans. That's not gonna happen. Well, what about California? The governor, Gavin Newsom, he's now, as of yesterday, said, no, that's not the answer, cash payment. To get the speed, or you just now hearing this from me? Keep it real.
Well, I'm up to speed a little bit, but they're trying to give people too much money for that, I think, you know what I'm saying? Like, some people over there, they want millions of dollars, you know what I'm saying, for reparations. That ain't gonna add up, that doesn't work.
Well,
Yeah,
they're deserved reparations, sir. I'm by lineage, half of me, ADOS, foundational Black American. My father was in World War II. He was 14 years of age, U.S. Navy. But now the question is, how do things get allocated? Who am I speaking to? What is your background, sir? Who are you?
I'm from New York, I'm about 40-something years old, I'm just, trying to, think of solutions to things.
No, sir. Tell us about your lineage. I don't know. You're from New York. You're from the melting pot. Who am I speaking to? Spick Trash? Who am I speaking to? Keep it real.
Nah, I'm Irish,
Oh, okay.
you know what I'm saying, but, I
Not to be confused with white Anglo-Saxon Protestant. You're trash. From
Huh?
Ireland. Your family more than likely you ate potatoes 5 days a week, sometimes 6. Yes?
probably.
No, it's not probably. So it's
I
a
don't know.
fucking fact. It's a fact. Okay, so now reparations, African Americans. Are you against it, or you think things should be distributed differently? You have the last word. Go ahead.
Done differently. If anything, it should be the southern states that might have to do it, and then maybe not millions of dollars, but maybe, a couple of hundred here and there, you know what I'm saying? If people could actually prove that, their parents were slaves or grandparents, If they could prove it, then, whatever, give them a little check. It's gonna make them happy, but not millions of dollars. Come on, they didn't work that long. They didn't pick that much cotton.
Well,
You know what I'm saying?
hang on. You just said work. They were slaves. It was labor.
Yeah, but
Forced labor. Now, hang on a second. Tell us about reparations for Irish slaves. Do you know your history?
I've heard it, but, I'm not really stressing that at the moment right now, you know what I'm saying?
You've assimilated. Hang on. Let me give you the last word. You have assimilated to being white. You tell people from time to time you're white, when in reality you've got a dirty, dark secret, right?
I got a dirty dog what?
Secret. Irish.
Yeah, I guess,
Hey, I appreciate the call, man. Thank you.
Thank you.
Yes. Poor man trying to pretend to be white. Where are foundational Black Americans in my phone queue? You ain't scared, are you? You're in your feelings? Are you in your feelings? Why? This is the objective perspective. Everybody, can get some smoke. I ain't no nobody's fucking fan. Does this? What's cracking? Cracking. You scared? I'll shut it down. Take my foot off your neck. I'll let you get up in the comments. I wish I'd have known you was live. I'd have called in. Look like you're scared. Look like you're scared. Folks, I'm gonna go. I got a steak, already cooked. I got some onions and some lima beans, and I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go watch Yvette Cornell. Oh my goodness, huh? Get him back! No, come on, I know.
Hey Google, what NBA teams play tonight?
The Celtics will face the 76ers today at 5:30 p.m. The Nuggets will take on the Suns at 8 p.m. Tomorrow, the Warriors will play the Lakers at 8 p.m.
Celtics, Sixers just started. Show me the Celtics game. Show me the Celtics game.
more tips for your Dasher, your business for your corner store, and just maybe a superstitious boost for your team. Support your neighborhood and your team with every DoorDash order.
How do we know you'll love pretzel crust? Because this person begged us to never tease them again about their precious pretzel crust. Well, guess what? Pretzel crust is back! Or is it? Nah, seriously, it's back. No, it's back. Pizza, pizza, baby.
How much is that?
It's 167. What are we up to that person?
Been raining all day.
You should see him in the building. But like the truck went through, but which was really close. And because I thought it was a car driving underneath us. And I was like, did I just touch it? But then realized it was a truck. The river.
What?
It was over this thing. In some spots you couldn't see the sidewalk. The bike trail.